Good evening. Welcome to tonight's Sunday edition of our leadership call. My name is Miriam Kareem, and I'm super excited about this particular call. We have some a really in-depth teaching tonight for you, presented by our coach Will Zanders. But first, a quick trip to the Newbie Corner. So I was actually, when we were on our franchise factor training um yesterday, and the after part where we have the part after when the recordings cut off, and everybody really, we have those great in-depth nuggets and conversations. um One of the things that I noticed, and I think this is really great to bring forward, is that you can really learn from anybody. It does not, as long as they are, on the right track moving forward, but you really can learn from anyone. Um, how this company has affected them, and how they are enjoying the actual, I mean, so many people say, this is the first time I've ever made money. I think it was Yolanda that said that. And this is the first time I've ever made money. And this, I mean, it's so inspiring to hear that, because me as a newbie, I've never been in network marketing. Well, I was in another company, but that was just me buying products. I didn't really think about um, the income part of it. But it's I just feel so blessed to be here, and you can just learn from anyone. That inspired me. Hearing Yolanda say that inspired me. I was having another conversation with Dorothy Ridgway James, and we talked about some things, and she just inspired me so much. Um, and the advice she gave me, the encouragement. And so we all are here for each other. Don't think that because you've reached a certain level, you can't, I can't learn from this person because they're beneath me. Nobody's really beneath anybody. We're all trying to reach the same goal. And hopefully everybody here is trying to help you reach that goal. So reach out to each other. That's my tip for the newbie corner, from the newbie corner today. Reach out to each other, regardless who they are, and see if you can support, or if you can get some support, because you never know what you can learn from someone. And that being said, I'd like to bring to you all our instructor tonight, Coach Will Zanders. He's a multiple seven-figure earner in the network marketing world, an amazing teacher, seven-figure earner with Green Organics, our first six-figure earner with GoDesana, an amazing teacher, and knows how to help you get to where you need to be in the development of yourself and your business. So, Coach Will Zanders, are you available, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm available. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
And I want to thank Coach Marcus Jones for this T-shirt. If y'all want those T-shirts, you got to get them from Coach Marcus. The Just Say No Money movement is in full effect, and it's really about creating the amount of residual income in your life, where if somebody at your job, your boss tells you, "Hey, you need to come in on Saturday," you can just say no. Say no. Absolutely not. You can just say no. If if the neighborhood or the property value is going down, or you don't like some stuff going on in your neighborhood, you can just say no to that and you can move. Okay, you want to have that amount of residual income, because just the way our world is structured for now, it is really driven based on currency, to allow you to move around, freely. So that being said, thank you, Miriam, so much for the newbie corner. The good book says wisdom shall come from the mouth of babes. And a lot of times, like Miriam said, you're going to hear wisdom from rookies, from people. You'd be shocked, like, oh, that one thing somebody said, they might not even know what they said and how much it impacted you. And you may be further along on your network marketing journey than they are. Thank you, Coach Marcus, for putting this Zoom together as well, my friend. I appreciate you, brother. Let's get into it. Let us begin. Okay. Tonight, we're going to be talking about some very valuable information for you and for your organization long term. And it is going to be the top 5 reasons we have identified why people are not earning what they want to earn. Okay. And because everybody's earning what they should be earning. But there are 5 reasons in particular where people aren't earning what they want to earn. Now, the first reason is going to be that people are lazy. Now, I hate to break it to you, this is actually rarely the case. It's rarely the case that people who want to make significant income in business or even at their job or even in network marketing, it's maybe 1 or 2% of people are too lazy to make significant income. Okay. For example, there are tons of people who are not lazy, who get up at 4 in the morning and go to work and work very, very hard. Okay. The janitor at my high school worked very, very hard every day. First one there, last one to leave every day. Okay. Somebody threw up in the bathroom. He had to clean that up. Like, he worked hard. He was not a lazy man, but he was never wealthy. So it's not really laziness that's keeping people back, because there are hardworking people who don't make money. Okay. So it's not really about working super hard forever. And it's not about being lazy, although 1 or 2% of people are just too lazy to make the big money. The second reason that people are not earning what they want to earn in business and life or in our company is that they are dumb, just unintelligent. Well, I hate to break it to you, ladies and gentlemen, intelligence is rarely the reason why people are not making money in network marketing, in business, or at their job. How many people know some really, really smart, college educated people who have no money? I know plenty. I used to be one. Okay. There are a lot of people who have college degrees who are working at Starbucks and making very little money. And then the other side of that, there are people who have college dropout, high school dropouts, people who are dyslexic and functionally illiterate, who are multimillionaires and billionaires. In fact, people with no high school education, no formal education, but they got it figured out right for business. So I want you to understand, the first reason people aren't not making the money because they're lazy. Then you got other people who are not the most intelligent, well-spoken people, but they have plenty of money. There are tons of smart people who are broke, tons of rich people who are considered dumb. Okay. And it's not about the IQ at all. So I think between the first two reasons, not think, I know, between being lazy and being unintelligent, that may be 2 or 3% total, the reason why people aren't making the money. Now, this third reason, this is a big one. This one actually is a huge reason why people are not making money in network marketing, in the business world. This is a big one. Okay, put a star by this one, and it is going to be arrogance. Arrogance is going to lead to financial failure a lot. Okay, people just really proud and really arrogant. I had a friend of mine, good friend of mine, my one of my training officers when I was in law enforcement, and this guy was just a cop, always complained about everything about it because we don't get paid a lot of money. It's really hard work. And but he would say, "Well, I want to get big like you. I want to get strong. I want to work out. Can we go work out together?" I would say, "Sure." So we go to the gym and start to work out. He's trying to get through the workout. And I said, man, I got some supplements. This is before I was in network marketing. And I said, man, I got some supplements I want to recommend, because I was going to GNC and getting protein and all that type of stuff, and supplements, and creatine was big back then. And I said, man, these supplements will help you recover and get through your workouts. He was like, man, I don't take vitamins. I don't need all that. He didn't even finish through the workout, but he was arrogant. You got somebody who's where you want to be in a certain arena that's telling you this is what you need to do. And he's like, nah, I'm good. But bro, you're not good. That's why you were talking to me in the first place. And he never got the results he wanted, obviously. The same guy, I was doing a home meeting. This is after I started network marketing. I started making some money. I had a home meeting I did in Walker, Louisiana. Okay, this is Walker, Louisiana, off I-12. And the home meeting had 50 people at it. Now, just to put it in perspective, this was the second home meeting I did in a row at this particular gentleman's residence. The first home meeting we did had one person at it, and that was him, or me too, him and me. We were the only people at the meeting. So much happened in just a week. The next week, we had 50 people at the home meeting. All right. This is before people thought social media was going to make you rich in network marketing. This is like when you really had to talk to humans in real life, which is the golden days of network marketing, right? So we have a home meeting, 50 people, cars, you couldn't even get on the street because cars are parked so crazy. The police had to come over and be like, y'all got to move some of these cars because people can't even get to pull in their parking spots properly. My friend who didn't want to do the gym stuff is at the meeting because he told me he wanted to make more money. I said, man, I'm doing a meeting tonight. You are in luck. He comes to the meeting. After the meeting, people are signing up. Everybody's going crazy. Everybody's excited. It's amazing. He's like, I don't want to do that. I think it's a scam. I don't think it's going to work. What? But it was just a certain level of arrogance. And you're going to have, we got people like that. I know they're not on this call because arrogant people don't get on calls to get assistance. Okay. There are arrogant people in this organization. I know them. I'm not going to call them out. I know them personally. They are going to miss calls and Zooms more than anybody else, but they will be the first people to ask for help. They're the first people to complain they're not making enough money. They'll be the first people who say they can't get to an event because they don't have money to stay where they need to stay. Like, you will be shocked. Okay. They don't plug in, they don't duplicate. I can tell you there were several individuals, I'm sorry, several, 3 individuals. I know for sure, maybe 4, who were at the Orlando event. And just to help them out with costs, not saying who they were, guy or girl, nothing like that, just to help them out with costs. We do this from time to time. We just don't advertise it because we don't want people to feel bad about, wanting help and whatnot. And we had a Airbnb here, Airbnb there, Airbnb here, got some people some hotel rooms and stuff. And so this particular crew is in some Airbnbs, all right, that I paid for. Can I tell you, right? Let me just make sure. I can almost guarantee none of them on the call. I just want to see right now. I want to see if any of them are on the call, even one. Looking for names. Nope, 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 nope. Still looking. Nope, nope. Okay, we just confirmed it. Literally, these are individuals. And so y'all see why we be like, okay, these are individuals that I literally cut a check for so they could stay for the event. Man, coach, da da da. Okay, cool, 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 cool. None of them are on the call. They are not plugged in. They are going to be in the same situation or worse by the time next event come around. And I know what I'm dealing with. Okay. But at the same time, we have to be the type of network marketing leaders that other people claim to be. Okay. And that is just the truth. I wish we had a magic wand where we could determine not regular biblical discernment, a higher level of discernment. We could tell the future. We don't know. And that's why you have to really look out for yourself as a leader, because people will take advantage of you. I don't consider it being taken advantage of. They're doing a disservice to themselves. It's just money. But it saves me a lot of time, money, energy, and effort on the back end because I didn't sponsor these clowns, but it's the principle. Okay. It's that arrogance that is going to prevent them from ever getting to the winner's circle. It's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it because they're not plugging in and they won't duplicate. So here's the thing about being arrogant. The teachability index, which we talk about, is 2 numbers. And this is once you've asked for help or mentorship or coaching, you've asked for it. All right. And let me see, is somebody in the chat? Do I have questions in the chat? Hold on. I don't think so. Maybe not. All right, but just understand, yeah, there was another individual. Yep, people reached out. Somebody reached out for help on a call earlier, and they're not even on this call, which is crazy to me. But that's arrogance. All right. So the teachability index is very important, and we talk about this regularly. The teachability index is 2 numbers. All right. This is all underneath topic number 3, which is arrogance, keeping people from making money. The teachability index is when someone who you've identified, even if it's not a mentor, but someone who has what you want, as long as it's legal, ethical, and moral, and you've identified what you want, they have what you want, they told you what to do. But if your teachability index is low, you're going to filter it and you're only going to do a certain amount of the stuff they're telling you to do. You're only going to do the part that you want to do. Well, if doing what you want to do got you the results you have, okay, this is going to keep you low. So let's recover. I mean, let's recap. What is the teachability index? It is 2 numbers. Okay, the first number is a 0 to 10. And 0 to 10 on this first factor is your desire to learn. What is your desire to learn the things that are going to help you get to the level you want to get to? Okay, if I was coaching you personally, that's what I would say. What is your desire on a scale of 0 to 10 of your desire to learn the things that are going to make you successful? Okay, you're going to multiply that times another number. And that second number is also 0 to 10. The second number is going to be, what is your willingness to change? Your willingness to change the way you do things. That was one of the hardest lessons for me to accept as an up and coming network marketer, is I did not want my mentor to tell me what to do and then expect me to do it. I would only do so much of it. And under my breath, I'd be like, man, he don't know all what he's talking about. The dude had millions, plural, in a faster time than I've ever done it, still to this day. But I was so arrogant that I'm like, no, I know more than he does. But didn't we just talk about number two? Intelligence is not the deciding factor in generating wealth. There are lots of rich, dumb people and lots of broke, smart people. So it doesn't matter what you know or how intelligent. If you were so intelligent, you'd be the one doing the teaching. And so I had to learn that my teachability index was not high enough. Your teachability index has to be at least an 80. It's got to be at least an 80. And here's something I've never told you before. Your teachability index, and you can figure out in the chat, you don't have to post it, but figure out for yourself, what is your teachability index? What is your desire to learn multiplied by your willingness to change? Is one number 0 to 10, another number 0 to 10. And here's something I've never told you before. Your teachability index can vary day by day. Some days you may be at 100. You are just in the mood to learn everything you need to learn and do everything you need to do. But then a week later, you may be at a 9 as far as learning everything you want to learn. But because something happened and just emotionally, you're not where you need to be, your willingness to change may be at a 5. You can't win like that. I wish you could, but it's our job to shoot you straight and tell you the truth, even when it's ugly. So just understand arrogance and people thinking they know more than the people that are coaching them that have the results they claim they want is going to be a huge reason. Number three, out of the 5 reasons why people are not making the money they want to make. I see it all the time, and I can only speak about it from a standpoint of authority, is because that was me. I was lazy at some point in my life, but only for a little while. I was not intelligent, but I learned enough skills and read hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books to get smart. Still wasn't making wealth yet. It was the arrogance that was holding me back. And talented people are going to come to network marketing and get their butts whipped. And it's harder for people that are talented to come into network marketing because they expect to win because they win at everything else outside of network marketing. But network marketing is going to shine a light on some flaws in all of us, and you are going to have to remedy that in short order in order to get to the next level. All right. So if those first 3 make sense, put a 1 in the chat. If you have any questions, put them in the chat because I don't want to leave anybody behind because these next 2 points are critical. And the 5th one is going to make you a lot of money. Okay. 5th one is going to make you a lot of money. All right. So number four, the reason why people are failing miserably at network marketing, even if they're smart, even if they're working hard, even if they're humble and not arrogant. Why are a lot of people still losing? It is going to be number 4, subconscious limiting beliefs. We have trained on this since we got here. We've been training on this for 10 years. I'm glad that a lot of other network marketing trainers are finally starting to figure out, hey, we need to be talking about this stuff. I am glad because it is very important. Now, excuse me, you are going to have beliefs about yourself, and you're going to have beliefs about the network marketing industry and other stuff, the company, the products, all of that's external. So you're going to have internal beliefs and external beliefs. Now, internal beliefs are going to be beliefs about yourself. You may have some subconscious limiting beliefs about yourself that are preventing you from making money in network marketing. You may have some external beliefs about the industry. And when I say subconscious, these beliefs are beneath the level of conscious awareness. They are beneath the level of, so you don't know that they're true. Okay. Now, as far as beliefs about the industry, when I came into network marketing, I had really positive beliefs about network marketing that I didn't know I had. I didn't even know what network marketing was. But my mother was in Tupperware. Now, she wasn't a top earner or a builder or anything like that, but I saw Tupperware stuff all the time in my house as a kid, and I didn't know what that was. But I knew that it was something positive because my mother had it. So if she had it, it had to be good. Okay. That's a subconscious belief I picked up about network marketing as a child that I didn't know. My mom was also in Juice Plus and used to always make sure we took these vitamins, right? Vitamins, these little Juice Plus things, green and yellow or green and red or something like that. So we would just take vitamins and we was all big, strong athletes. We was like, we got genetics, we got supplements. this stuff must be good. We got raised taking vitamins and stuff like that. So we understood that I had subconscious. I didn't know Juice Plus was a network marketing company. I think it was called NSA back then. I don't remember exactly, but because I was a kid. But I had a subconscious belief that network marketing products are good for you in your home and in your body. And so when I got a network marketing, I didn't have these negative beliefs. Even when people told me no, I was like, oh, cool. Well, I'm going to take this stuff anyway because it's good. So I had positive beliefs. My best friend, one of the top attorneys in Houston, Texas, lived on the same block as me. Okay. His dad, all right, Zeke Tyson Sr., his dad was the top male Mary Kay rep in the country for a long time. I was like, what? I didn't know what Mary Kay was, but it was a dad. He was a black father. And I got to see this guy every day, my best friend's dad. His dad never had a job. They owned their house. His dad was a top network marketing rep in Mary Kay, which I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what it was, but I saw his dad own his own house. And then his dad went and bought a fleet of cabs. And he had one of the biggest cab businesses in New Orleans, which was huge, way 20, 30 years before Uber and them was out. And I was like, this guy's doing really great. Subconsciously, I was being programmed. I saw people that looked like me that were winning in network marketing, and I was a child. So these formative years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old and up, I just thought network marketing was amazing. And I never heard the words network marketing one time. Okay. My aunt, she sold Shackley vitamins. How many people remember Shackley? I used to go to my grandmother's house. I would see these big brown bottles with the gold labels. How many people ever seen Shackley? How many people been in network marketing a long time and remember Shackley vitamins? And my aunt's son, my cousin was a blue chip athlete, one of the top basketball players in the country. And his mom had him on these Shackley vitamins that she was on. And she ages amazingly well to this day. That's my godmother. So I'm just giving you examples of positive beliefs that I just lucked out. Right place, right time. We was on welfare. We lived in poverty, but we wasn't mad about network marketing. Okay. How many beliefs about network marketing do you have? Are they positive? Are they negative? Was your first exposure to network marketing something negative? Your prospects might be that some of their first exposure to network marketing might have been something negative. It might have been a person saying this is a scam or not making no money, or maybe they've never been exposed to it at all, like I was young, and they just see people on Facebook saying it's a scam or a scheme with these YouTube videos or whatnot. So you have to be aware of what your subconscious beliefs are because they might not have been positive. They might have been negative, but you got to take some time after this call to mentally dig deep and think about when was my first exposure to network marketing? When was my first exposure to network marketing? And what was that about? You can unpack that. And then you're also going to have subconscious or limiting beliefs or positive beliefs about yourself. Okay, some people think that if you're overweight, you can't do health and wellness. Well, that's not true. It's easier for you if you fit. I'll tell you that. You'll always be underpaid if you're overweight in health and wellness, especially. But guess what? You can still do it. You can still do it. Some people have a thing, especially guys. Some guys that aren't 6 feet tall or 6 foot, whatever, they have a subconscious belief about height and they don't think they can lead the room. They don't think that because they're short, they can't lead. This is subconscious. Maybe people teased them when they were young or they didn't get picked on a football team, or these are subconscious things that we carry with us into adulthood. And you got to learn to let these subconscious beliefs go. Some people didn't graduate from high school. Some people can't read. Some people have, I was just about to say, Sandra, agree with. Some people have like teeth and major dental issues. None of that matters. You just got to think about who planted the belief and said that. Who planted the belief in your mind and told you that you couldn't win, that you couldn't succeed, that you couldn't lead, that people wouldn't follow you? You think you're the only person that's overweight but want to make money? You think you're the only person in the world with a dental issue that don't want to make money, that want to make money to go to the dentist and get veneers or whatever it is nowadays? Like, what are you talking about? There are millions of people like millions of other people. No matter, so you grew up poor, doesn't matter. Some people think they grew up rich, so they can't relate to people enough, and they don't have that hard luck grind story like a lot of us have. And just because they already grew up with money, they don't think they can be good at network marketing because they grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth and somebody made them feel bad about that. They can win too. All of the stuff that you believe has got to be the stuff that you believe about you. So what I would recommend you do after this call is take some time to yourself, figure out what beliefs you have that are positive, figure out what beliefs you have that are negative, and start to work on those because they're not true. They're just stuff you believe. Like Santa Claus. A lot of us believed he was real for a long time, didn't we? Didn't we? Little kid just thought it was real. It's not real. It's the same thing with a lot of your beliefs that are holding you back. And this is why I'm gonna tell you two things. We're gonna move on to number 5, get to wrap up the call. The subconscious beliefs that people have, a lot of times they aren't aware until they get involved in network marketing. How many of you have seen a network marketing person that came in with a lot of potential? Just check the chat right. Oh, got a lot of amazing comments in the chat. Man, I wish we had time to go through all. It got some fire comments in the chat. But I'll say this: how many people have seen network marketing leaders? Well, I say I don't want to use that word leaders, but they get involved in network marketing. They have a lot of success. They make 30, 40, 50, sometimes $100,000, and then inexplainably, just magically, they just either get distracted or quit or self-sabotage their business or burn their business to the ground or just quit and leave it. How many people have seen talented people hit diamond and be ready to go beyond that and then just gone? They just do the weirdest stuff. Like why would my sponsor, true story, why would my sponsor me of all people and then make $500,000? Make $500,000. He was like the 4th or 5th six-figure earner in HBN ever. Make $500,000 and then quit, badmouth HBN, burn the bridge so bad he couldn't come back. He tried, he couldn't come back, and go to another company and don't make no money. Like, why would you self-sabotage yourself like that? You could have just rolled me and my group to the promised land. Subconscious limiting beliefs that were never addressed. Yeah, Coach Marcus, true story. Marcus, who's there to watch it? My sponsor, probably to this day, I don't know, still has subconscious limited beliefs that will cap him at income no matter where he goes in network marketing. You'll get up to the top and then you'll burn it all to the ground. And if you don't address those subconscious limiting beliefs, it is brutal. Now, I'll tell you this, if you're going to be in Nashville, we are going to be doing a group exercise. Okay, we're going to be doing group exercises in Nashville, eliminating subconscious limiting beliefs. So do your best, try YouTube, try to get rid of them best you can. But don't worry, if you ain't got rid of them by Nashville, the doctor is in the house. We will be personally working with everybody there to do group exercises to eliminate subconscious limiting beliefs. And I hate to break it to you, we always working on something from a limiting belief standpoint, okay? All right, so that being said, we'll move on, all right? Now, in network marketing, we don't, and so that's no, any questions about that, put that in the chat before we move on to number 5, all right? And I'm waiting to see if any questions, I'll tell you this. No matter who sponsors you, no matter what company you come into, no matter what the product is, you still got to build. Best product ever, still got to build a business. Best comp plan ever, still got to build a business. Hate to break it to you. You got sponsored by a guru ninja trainer with all the skills. Guess what? You still got to build a business. You still got to be at 100 BV or 50 BV, but typically 100 BV. You still got to talk to people. You still got to get told no. You still got to put the work in. You might as well build something that lasts. Something that doesn't require hype or lies or stuff, that's honest and duplicatable. You still got to build it no matter what. And that's the problem with an industry like this, which is amazing, is that an industry that makes this amount of money for so many people all around the world for the last 100 years. Thank you, Coach Marcus. That's a great comment there. It attracts a lot of relatively shady individuals because it's so easy to make money here when you get it figured out. All right. So that being said, let's go to number 5. We're going to talk about something that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about this. This is the 5th reason why people don't make money in network marketing, especially at our company. A lot of people do make money, but for those of you who aren't, if you are not lazy, if you are educated and have the skills, if you are humble, coachable, and teachable, and if you have been working on your subconscious limiting beliefs, but you feel like you're doing everything you need to do, but you're right there, just can't get it to turn over. This is probably what your issue is, and we're going to fix it for you tonight. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to fix it for you tonight. You want me to fix this issue once and for all, teach you what you need to know so you can do it. Put a 1 in the chat, because some of y'all are right there. Some of you said, nope, Will, that's not my problem. Nope, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. I'm working on my limiting beliefs. I'm coachable and teachable. I'm not distracted like I used to be. I'm not starting to work the business, then quitting, then starting and stopping and starting and stopping. I'm doing it. I'm ready. This may be you. You're losing even though you work hard, some of you, because you don't know the score. Okay. Now I'm going to address this in two calls. Tuesday, we'll talk about knowing the score at HBN. Tonight, we're going to talk about knowing the score at GoDesana and what does that mean, because I'll explain. We'll start with GoDesana because it's simpler. And if you can understand a simple pay plan like GoDesana, you can understand a more complex pay plan like HBN. All right. Now, let's say, for example, we're talking about knowing the score. How much do you want to earn per month? We're just going to address this. How much do you want to earn per month with GoDesana? Don't give me the $50,000 a month yet, but let's say 10. Can we do 10,000 just because it's believable? It's super realistic. I'll put it this way. We have so many $10,000 a month earners with HBN after 5 years, we don't even keep track. It's in the hundreds. I'm going to say that again. We have so many $10,000 a month earners with HBN, we don't even keep track no more. It's in the hundreds. Okay, just understand that. So at GoDesana, you're at a great opportunity to get there because only one person has ever made over $10,000 a month with GoDesana ever in the history of the company. And because I did that, I was able to identify the score and the exact numbers you hit. Some of you are not there because you don't know the score. You don't really know the numbers you need to hit, so you can't set the proper goal. Okay, let me explain. This is GoDesana math. So get your pen, put a 1 in the chat if you have your pens out and or a calculator ready. Okay, put that out there. Yeah, you listen, you don't have to have made $10,000 a month or $5,000 a month to make $5,000 or $10,000 a month. You don't have to make that. I'm gonna show you tonight. This is gonna be the most important part of the call for some of you. Okay, so if you want to earn $10,000 a month, this is GoDesana math. You take $10,000 and you divide it by 6%. So for those of you who have calculators, what is 10,000 divided by 6%? What is that? Used to be 396. What is that? I know what it is. Do you know? See, if you don't know it off top, this is why you've never made it, because you don't even know how much volume you need. Okay? Coach Marcus got it. About $167,000. Okay? So no matter how much you want to make with GoDesana, just understand most of that, 80 to 90%, is going to come from the matrix. It's like with HBN, it's going to come from the binary, most of it. Okay. So no matter how much money you want to make with GoDesana, you have to know the math. If you want to make $20,000 a month, you simply take 20,000 divided by 6%, which is divided by 0.06, and boom, that's how much volume you need. If you want to make $5,000 a month, you take 5,000 and you divide it by 0.06 equals that amount of volume. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. If it's confusing or if you don't understand it, put a 2 in the chat. Okay, if it makes sense, put a 1. If you do not get it at all, we do have a recording, but write a 2 if you don't get it. I don't want to leave nobody behind. This is so important for you. Very important information. Okay, you got it. Now here's the thing. So if you want to make 10,000, Coach Marcus just showed us it's about 167,000 a month in volume. Now, a lot of you, your subconscious limiting beliefs are showing, because a lot of you right now are already thinking on subconscious level, I can't make that much in a month. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even make that in a year. I can't build a team generate that much in a month. Stay with me though. We're going to fix it for you, right? So out of 167,000 in volume in a month, just understand, because of check match and because of unit level and because of fast start and bonuses, it's really about 150,000. So already we're going to knock that down by 16 to 17,000. I want you to write this down. The GoDesana math is, if I want to make 10,000 a month, my organization has to be doing $150,000 a month. Some of you, if I would ask you right now, how much volume has your GoDesana organization done this month? I'd be hard pressed to say one person on the call. I know, because I check it every day. But I'd be hard pressed to find 1 or 2 people out of the 70, 80 people on this call, more even watching the recording, who even know. You don't know the score. So if you don't know how much volume you need, okay, to get to a certain level, I can almost guarantee you've never looked on a daily, weekly, monthly, or maybe annual basis to look in your back office under graph and go, oh, that's how much volume my organization is doing a month. And some of you are going to be shocked and disappointed at how much volume it's not doing. But it's not doing the volume because it's not something you ever thought to focus on, because nobody ever told you to focus on that before. But the volume is the money. Okay, so I want you to put that down. I'm going to start looking at the volume in my back office. Some of you don't even know where it's at. You'll find it though, 3 links a day. You'll find it. Look in the back office and see what your volume is on a daily basis or at least a weekly basis, and write that down. This is part of knowing the score. Some of you get orders. Man, I signed up 3 people this week. I sold some product. I hit diamond. You don't know what your volume is. You have no idea. You don't know the score, but you're learning why it's so important right now. I can tell you, if you look in your back office under GoDesana or HBN and you don't see 150,000 in volume by the end of the month, I can guarantee you didn't make 10,000. I don't know how much you made, but I know what it ain't. It's not 10 grand. I can promise you that. Okay. Now, here's the thing. In GoDesana, you don't have to worry about balance. It's really simple. So are we clear on the fact that for $10,000 a month, you are going to need 150,000 in volume going through your organization? Don't worry. I'm going to show you step by step how to do it tonight. Relax, breathe. You're going to get it. Just relax, relax, stop. Let go of that tension, because I can feel you. I can feel your energy. I've been doing this so long, right? You got to relax and not worry about the fact that you don't know how to build. Some of you don't know how to build an organization that does 150,000 yet. You got to relax. You got to breathe. Okay? Because it's going to happen, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I do it all the time. I show you how to do it. So we're clear that we need 150,000 in volume in your personal GoDesana organization. Yes? Put a 1 in the chat if you're clear. Put 150K in the chat. Look, Coach, they're trying to find it right now. They're trying to find where the volume is right now. Don't worry about that. You find it on the replay. Listen and pay attention right now. Be present in the moment. Okay? Now, for those of you who love accumulating 5 BV orders, these are my super fast diamond people. They just want to knock it out. I'm with it. I totally get that. When I went diamond, we didn't even have 5 BV orders. Coach Marcus wasn't even a thing. Y'all got it so easy. It's not funny. But here's what I need you to understand. Because I don't care about the diamond rank as much as I care about you making $10,000 a month and cooking with and getting up where the Seymour and Charlotte number at. That's what I want to see y'all do. If you got to do 150,000 in volume, anybody want to take a guess at how many orders you got to do in a month for your organization to get that? I'll let y'all do the math on that. Let me see if y'all paying attention to how to do the math so you can know your own score. 150,000 in volume. How many 5? If you're a person that just does 5 CV orders, and we got tons of them, totally cool, not a big deal. How many orders is that a month? Somebody just had it. Was that Coach Marcus? Somebody, T.I. more. Thank you. 30,000. You mean it? Listen, we don't have 30,000 people in the whole company, including all the customers and all of the reps. You are never going to do 30,000 orders. There's not even that many people in the company. So you're not going to do it that way. Not going to do it that way. So for people who are teaching, hey, listen, and I'm not knocking the diamond rank. If the comp plan say that's how easy it is to get it, then go get it. But I'm telling you, that's not where the money is. When I went diamond, most of my orders were 50 CV. I'm telling people, look, it's $12.95 to get in, but I want you to at least get 2 or 3 products. We at least got to try the products to try it out. This is before we even had the winter blast bonus, okay? Or the leaderboard. Leaderboard wasn't even out back then. So you're not going to get 30,000. I'm just telling you, there ain't no 30,000. Yeah, 20 BV. Yeah, bare minimum was 20. Bare minimum, okay? Most of, yeah, me and Coach Marcus were running together at the same time. So you're not going to get 30,000. Listen, I mean, you might, but you're going to be 716 years old by the time you do. You're going to be 716 years old. So don't do that. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. If Paul ever said we were doing a new diamond, I would want to see it based on volume, because that's going to pay you more. And after you get the ramp, I'm telling y'all, okay, whatever. Don't listen to me. All right. So here's the mindset shift. Only a 3%er is going to think I can get 30,000 orders. That's only some stupid 3% of stuff. Only a 3%er would even think, I'm smart. I'm going to just get 1,500 people at 100 CV, because 1,500 people at 100 CV, that's 150,000. That's how 3%ers think. That don't work. It's so silly. Don't even think like that. Okay? Here's the key to getting 150,000 in value. Only because I've done it at 10 times more than HBM, but only because I did it at GoDesana too, can I tell you that this is how it works. I'm not the first person in the company. I'm not at the top of the food chain of the company. There are people at GoDesana that have been here 10 years longer than me that earn off my commissions. Okay, Paul is such a great owner. She doesn't play all that dumb stuff. You join when you join when you join. And no matter when you join, you still got to build it. Okay. Now listen close. This is when it gets good as we get toward the end. Okay. You got to know. So y'all are already learning how to know your score. You got to know what your volume is. You learned how to calculate. You take your desired amount, you divide it by 6%. That's how much volume you need. Now you know how much volume you need. You know how to track your volume throughout the month. You got to know the score. Write that down. You need to have a little planner. Now here's the thing. What if instead of mentally being shook, okay, at having to generate an organization that does 150,000 in volume, what if you sponsored 2 people? What if you sponsored Seymour and Francine? Now, in order for you to get to $10,000 a month, you don't have to worry about building a team that does 150,000 in volume. You just have to worry about having you, Francine, and Seymour, and you all build an organization of 50,000 apiece. 50,000 in volume in a month is a lot. See, some of y'all just felt, how many people felt a little tension go away from your chest just now? How many people felt just a little bit of tension go away when you said, wait, I can sponsor 2 people and it's only 50,000? But it gets even better because we're going to do the smaller duplication math. You sponsor Seymour and Francine, you got 2 winners. Okay, but then imagine if they duplicate at 100 CV and they sponsor the same 2 people. They sponsor 2 people too. Now watch this. Okay, if on your level 1, write this down. On your level 1, you got 2 people, your main 2, Francine and Seymour, lucky you. And then if they sponsor their 2 people, now you have a team of 6 people plus you. You have a team now of 7. Now all you have to do to know the score, you take 150,000 in volume, and now you divide it by 7 people. So instead of you having to do 150,000 and freaking out, I don't know how to do that, each person has to do about 20,000, maybe 21,000 in volume. Breathe. Do you feel it getting a little bit easier when you start to do what we've been telling you to do for the last year, which is focus on the duplication of 2 by 2? You see why we make the money we make? We're just trying to get you to see the numbers. So I just pray it clicks for at least one of y'all. If it just clicks, you'll be good. You'll be good. Yeah, we're talking 100 BV. I ain't talking about nothing else. I ain't talking about nothing else. Okay, let's just track where we at, because it gets better. It just gets better. Your level 1, you have 2 people. On your level 2, you have 4 people. On your level 3, how many people on your level 3? How many have been paying attention for the last 6 months? Thank you, Jessica Hill. You have 8 people. So now if you add up 2 and 4 and 8, you have a team of 14 plus you. That makes 15. Now that's not hard to do. But if you don't think about doing it and you have the intention of doing it and building a team of 15 with proper structure, you won't do it. And I think you don't accidentally become a doctor and go to med school. You have to want to do that. Same thing with building a network marketing business. Alexandria Brighton told me it has to start with intention. You have to have the intention to build a team of 15 people at 100 BV that are serious about building this business, because now for you to get to 10,000 a month, and then your first level people will be at 5,000 and 2,500. They'll be happy with that because they're going to keep growing. But when you have a team of 15 people, how much volume does each person have to generate for their team in a monthly basis? How much, Coach Marcus? How much? Who said it? Who said it in chat? Some of y'all should be picking it up already. Okay, 10,000, give or take. Thank you. Now, what's going to be easier for you? Does it feel believable for you to build an organization by yourself of 150,000 in volume? or if you ever embrace the relationship marketing and duplication that we teach, you think you can do 10,000 in volume? Does that feel easier for you? Right? Does it feel easier? I hope so. And we're not done. Okay? Because what I would highly recommend is that you make it easier for yourself and you really pour everything you have into the little team of 15, your little crew. You pour into them. You all got to be in Nashville. I don't care how you get there. Your 15 need to be, your 8, somebody need to be there, because this is when you bond. You may sponsor 50 people and 2 stay, but them 2, I'm gonna see y'all in Nashville. Okay, if you're a team of 1, you need to be a team of 2, because you have to pour into yourself. And I'll tell y'all how to recruit. We're gonna go a little bit long. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if I can go about 10 minutes long. Put a 1, because I want to respect your time. Put a 1 in the chat if I can just finish this up. Okay. Now on your level 4, you would have 16 people. That's going to be 30 people total plus you. Now, what is 150,000 divided by 30 people? What is that? Okay, that's 5,000 in volume. Now, all I want to do for the purposes of this example is I want to take it 1 level deeper, and I want you to make sure that you understand this math, because you can't teach it if you don't know it. If you know it, you teach it. If you teach it, you'll get good at it. Okay, so we're going to go down to level 5, because that's what it would be. What used to be the GoDesana, but that's a full star grid with HBM. The star grid is everything at HBM. And this is what I need you to see, visualize this. If on your level 1, you got 2 people, on your level 2, you have 4 people, on your level 8, on your level 3, how many people do you have? On your level 3, how many people do you have? Let me see who's watching their paper. Who's taking? You should be able to answer this quick. On your level 4, how many people do you have? On your level 4, please be writing this down. On your level 4, thank you. On your level 5, the last level you ever have to worry about, ever. How many people you have on your level 5? 32, thank you. Now, let me see. Out of 32 people in your level 5, what is your total organizational size? Okay, let's see if you really know the score. On your level 5, if your level 5 has 32 people, but GoDesana at 100 BV apiece, how big is your total organization? Okay, now watch this. All right, thank you. Derek said 62 plus you is 63. Right, okay. 62 plus 1, thank you. So your total organizational size at level 5 is 63 people. Okay, I hope we're clear on that. How many people did you sponsor out of the 63? Thank you. I just wish you could see this like I see it for you. Okay, when you take 150,000 and divide that by 63, what is that? 150,000 divided by 63 people. This is pulling your own weight. Okay, about 2,400. We're going to round it up for easy math. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you, Coach Marcus. We're going to call it 2,500. Ladies and gentlemen, if you build a team of 63 people, so long as everybody builds a little pod of 2,500 in volume per month, you are going to be at 10,000 a month. We're just going to call it 2,500. So I want you to wrap your mind around a new rank. I don't know what we'll call it. We'll call it something cool. But the rank is when you hit 2,500 in personal team volume with all the people you sponsored. Spill over, nobody cares. If you get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. But you need to be at the 2,500. Okay. If you are at 2,500 in volume on a monthly basis, let me see who's really been paying attention to how we do math here. How much would you be making in monthly income with GoDesana? If you have 2,500 in volume, how do you calculate your check? Somebody put the formula in the chat. Let me see who's really paying attention. Put the formula in the chat. Shouldn't take but 5 seconds. 2,500 equals how much in matrix commissions? Jessica, own it. Jessica, we about to ban you from answering stuff, all right? So this is how it works. If you have 2,500 in monthly volume, you multiply that times 0.06, and that is going to equal, how much, Jessica Hill? How much was it? 2,500 in volume times 0.06. What does that equal? $150. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take $150 and you add to it the fast start, the check match, the unilevel, the little stuff like that, that's going to be about $200 a month. Now let's bring it full circle. Will, if I'm doing $200 a month with GoDesana, does that mean in most purposes I'm at about $2,500 a month in volume? Yes. You now qualify just for making, and you take $200 and GoDesana, that's $50 a month, $50 a week. If you're making $50 a week at GoDesana, you qualify to teach people how to make $50 a week with GoDesana. And if you simply teach your 2 people how to do that, and they do that, you just duplicate that. You are going to make $10,000 a month, although you only ever actually made $50 a week or $150 in the matrix, which is probably about $200 a month. I need you to walk away from this call with a new level of confidence that because you can see yourself making, don't you worry about the 2,500 in volume. Focus on $200 a month because that feels easier, doesn't it? I don't know why. It just feels easier. I can make 200 a month. I know I can make $50 on a Monday. I know I can. I know I can. That's when you need to have the paradigm shift. I'm teaching now. I'm making more than $200 a month. I'm teaching now. I can teach people. Hey, get on these calls. Come to this event. These are products you need. It should help you. Don't even tell them. If I do 200, I just teach you. I do 100. I'll be at 10,000. You need to start living in the 10,000 now because you've done the hard work. You qualified to teach only things that you've done. You can do $200 in a month, and now you just need to start teaching it. Teach it to your people. Don't teach me. Don't say, oh, I need to go start my own call on Wednesday and my call more important than Coach Marcus. Don't do all that. My call more important than Coach Sonic call. Don't do all that. You don't need to do all that. You need to focus on your team and you teach exactly what we talked about in this recording, and you watch this part of the recording a million times until you're so good at it you can teach it. Okay? Because if you can do $50 a week, you now know what it takes to build a $120,000 a year business. I just gave you the math. I gave you the algorithm. This is how it really works in real life. I've done it so I can teach it. If I had never made more than 10,000 a month with GoDesana, I couldn't teach it. Not with no amount of authenticity or transparency or vulnerability or nothing like that. I can only teach you what I did. And it works. It works. I don't know what to tell you it works. It works. I don't know what to tell you. If you can get away with it with 5 BV, I would tell you it don't work that way. Not for 10 grand a month. You'll be here till the year 3016. Okay. So this is what's going to happen to you. I've taught this for years. This is how it's going to happen. To get the right 2 people, we've noticed you're going to probably need to sponsor about 12 people. You're going to need to sponsor about 12 people at 100 BV, give or take, maybe 50, and they'll upgrade to 100 later. But if they ain't at 50, they're probably not one of these I'm talking about. You're going to have to develop yourself and read enough books, watch enough videos, work on your self-image, work on yourself until you have the ability to sponsor 12 people. And you need to do that. Some people say 6 months. I'll be on more like some 90-day type stuff. I really want you to get it over with because this is what's going to, if you're not at 100 BV yourself, you just need to, this ain't the call for you right now. Okay, unless you're international and we have different dollar amounts and foreign exchange rates, I can't fix that. So they get a little pass, my international people. They get a temporary pass till they start balling out. You're going to sponsor 12 people. Now, if you take too long to sponsor them, if you take a year and you sponsor one person a year, you won't have enough excitement and the people will quit as fast as you bring them in. So you got to really compress this in the 30, 60, or 90 days. Okay, so you don't have to do it till you're ready, but you're going to have to sponsor 12 people probably before the event. Okay, you got to get 90 days about max because you need to bring them in to class at the same time so they can meet each other and get excited and work together. Out of those 12 people, I want you to just prepare 4 are going to quit out the gate for whatever reason they want to quit for. So out of your 12, 4 are gone. They're already good as gone. You don't know who they are. It doesn't matter. They're going to quit. Somebody going to quit. Person number 1, person number 12, we don't know. But 4 of your 12 is always going to be gone. Happen like this for me. Happen like this for Marcus. It's going to happen like this for you. I don't know why. I don't know. It just happens like this. So you sponsor 12 people that really want to build. Sometimes the ones you think are going to build won't, and the ones you think won't will. 12, 4 going to quit. That leaves you with 8. Out of the 8 that's there, 4 of them are going to become what I call super customers. They are going to use products forever. They are going to build a little, but probably not. They are not going to do a lot. They are not going to be on calls, but they are going to fall in love with these products, and they will be on these products for years. They just become super. They said they wanted to build. They said they wanted to be the real deal. They said they wanted to make 10,000 a month and move on and do this type. No, they are going to become what we call super customers. Other trainers call them. They say that what is I thought what they said. Well, they have different terms for a different team, but I call them super customers. That's what they are. They may come to one event every 3 or 4 or 5 years if it's in their home area. Other than that, that's just what they are. That's going to leave you okay with 4 people. Now, these 4 people that you have left out the 12, they're all going to build, but 2 of them are going to quit. Either normally it's 1 or 2, both are going to jump to another company, or one of them will quit for personal reasons, but they're going to quit. 2 of your best builders are going to quit. Yep. How many people sponsored a good builder and the good builder just got distracted or quit or went to another company or died? Sometimes they die. Sometimes if nobody in your team has ever died, you ain't built network marketing long enough. You ain't been doing this long enough. Okay. So you're going to be left with your 2. So in order for you to know the score, you need to really have this stuff dialed in. You need to know how much volume you're doing on a monthly basis, how much volume you need. You need to be at that 2,500 in volume, $200 a month, $50 a week. Check your back office, sponsor 12 people next month. I'm not even going to tell you how to do it. All right, some of you, I probably will. But you just need to sponsor, okay? And if you know you only need to sponsor 12 people, please don't be lazy. If you can do what Tiara does, people be, oh, Will, you seen Tiara post? She's been killing it. Because she's building a business in real life and then promoting it on social media. She is putting in the work in the real life world. And then you are seeing that on social media. Some of you are so social media driven, you forget that the stuff worked 30 years in network marketing works today. And her guest on Monday night be laying it down. She is going to be a 6-figure earner this year. Something, it clicks for her. I'm putting her right up there with Miriam. I expect to see these young ladies at 6 figures before Christmas. I just expect it. I don't know why. I feel like they're going to do it. I said that about Seymour, we did it. Said it about Charlotte, we did it. I see them and I think they're going to do it. Okay. Now, here's what I got to tell you. Out of that 12, you're going to be left with your 2, but you need to sponsor 12 relatively quickly. And you got to get them to commit to something easy, like let's get you to $50 a week. You see how easy that is? I don't tell them, I'm going to get you to $10,000 a month. Subconsciously, you're giving them that energy. But let's work together. Let's hop on some calls. Let's set some goals. Let's get you 20 reasons why. But the blueprint for the money, let's get you $50 a week. Let's get you to $50 a week. Let's focus on that. Let's work on $50 a week. We can get you there. Okay, about 150, 200 for the month, and then we'll take the next steps after that. It's believable, and so many of you have done that you're going to come across finally with some real coaching energy, because you actually did that. You just didn't know that was the proper foundation for $10,000 a month and over 100 grand a year. You didn't know that was the foundation. You'd already done it. But if you had missed this call, you would have missed to make the connection between what you already did and what you're capable of doing, and your posture would have been off. Okay. So that's how you do it. That's how you get it done. So if your team isn't on this call and they're not going to watch the recording, 10% of them, they're at work and they can't. Another 10% could make it, but they playing. They playing tonight. 50% of your team, if they ain't on the call, they don't even know about this call. They're not only not your, yeah, they're definitely not your 2. They don't even know about this call. That's on you. And out of the 30% who know about the call, but they're not on, they don't respect you enough to attend. Okay, that's some of you have uplines that are not on this call, and that's why you don't see no spillover, because they're not even learning how to build. That's what it is. So what's your job? Your job is to promote this call and this training. That's your job. So that people can see what you saw, how you saw it. and then they can do what you about to do or what you already did. And once you see the call, you can talk to them because you like, hey, I done already did everything you talking about on the call. I did it already. Let's lock arms. Let's go do it together. Okay. So you either got to promote this call or share this recording, or I don't recommend this, but you can filter the information and you can teach it to your team yourself because you have already done this. You've made $50 in a week before. You can teach that. And so what happens is, if you're going to teach it though, you have to be professional. Your Zoom background matters. What you wear matters. How you present it matters. If you're going to drive to go do meetings for people and you're going to teach it and not have us come do it or anything like that, your car, I hate to say it, your car matters. Back when I first started, I had to park my car around the block and walk to the meeting around the block. I couldn't even park in front of people's house. My car was too busted up. Okay. Your Zoom background matters. Okay. Your voice and inflection and how you speak matters. That's how you get this done. If you're going to do it all yourself, that's how you get it done. Or you can get people on the call and we'll teach them and they'll get motivated. Okay. But that's the requirements to get there. And to make $200 a month or $50 a week, especially if we could do HBN on Tuesday, it's going to be good. But GoDesana, you just got to know that the products work and it's smart to switch stores. And if you watch the switch stores training, you'll know how easy it is to get people to switch stores. You can't help but make $50 a week doing that. You also have to know that the industry is real. You got to have watched the videos on industry validation. Some people put some, I got a playlist. If you want the playlist, message me or I'll post it. Let me see. Can I post the playlist in the chat? Let me post this playlist in the chat. These are videos you just need to have watched for industry validation purposes and self-interest. This is hours of information. Here it is. This is hours of information, but I want you to have this particular playlist just because I want you to see this information. And out of these 10 videos, I only did one of them. These are other trainers. These are other people. Okay, let me, yeah. And shout out to Sydney because her notes be life-changing for a lot of people. Let me put this in here. And she don't have to do that, by the way. She's a giver. Okay, so here's a playlist. Okay, that's something on the house. That is a secret playlist. That playlist is not even public, but that's 10 videos that I would share with people immediately. Watch them all yourself, but I would 100% watch those videos over time and just get your skills up, and it's gonna get your mind set up. Okay, it's gonna get your mind set up. So copy and paste that. Some of the videos you've seen before, some you haven't, but you need to watch them all several times. I don't care if they're 2 hours long. I don't even care. Go and go through them in order. Okay, and that's going to help you with the skills you need and the personal development you need to get to $50 a week if you're not there already. That video list, you don't need me, you don't need Marcus, you don't need them videos. They're good enough. They're good enough for you. You can do it. You don't need permission. Just do it. Okay. And track your volume. So this is what we're going to close the call with. I got to run. I'm going to be doing an upcoming 2-day workshop. The cost is free $99. Okay. I'm going to tell you what you got to do. I'm giving you 24 hours. I'm not even going to tell you how to do it. If you want to attend this training, I'm going to tell you when it is. It is going to be Monday. Coach Marcus has a call from 7 to 8. Okay, I highly recommend you get on that. I'm gonna be doing part 1 of a 2-day workshop from 8 to 9 on Monday. Okay, on Tuesday, I have a call from 8 to 9. I'm going to be doing the second part of the 2-day workshop from 9 to 10, and these times are Central Standard Time. So write that down if you want to attend, and I'm gonna tell you what you got to do to attend. Doesn't cost you no money. It's gonna cost you effort. Okay, so tomorrow after Coach Marcus's call, I'm gonna be on from 8 to 9, and then Tuesday, okay, after our regular team call, we're gonna hop off there, gonna hop on another Zoom on Tuesday night, and we are gonna be going live Zoom from 9 to 10, and it is going to be live Q&A after that, and I'm gonna be giving you the training that I was gonna be doing in Nashville early, because I don't even want you to have to wait that long to get it. So 90% of the stuff I'm teaching in Nashville, you're going to be able to get that. Okay. So even if your team can't get it, You need to get it so you can at least share with them if you even want to. You could just make $10,000 a month and then be like, hey, you wasn't one of the two. This is what you got to do. In the next 24 hours, you have to get not one, but 200 CV orders with GoDesana. Two. They can be retail customers, they can be business builders. I truly don't care, but you will need a screenshot. Okay? 200 CV orders with GoDesana in the next 24 hours. For our international team members, it's 250 CV orders. Okay? It's 250. We can use the same Zoom link, coach, but we will be monitoring the waiting room for people who have not screenshotted me your 2 orders or if you have not screenshotted myself or Coach Marcus, your 200 CV GoDesana orders. They could be retail, they could be recruit, doesn't matter, auto ship or not, but you got 24 hours to get out into the field. I'm not giving you no scripts. I'm not giving you any instruction on how to do it. I know you're good enough to go do it. Okay? I know you're good enough to go do it. Nothing before today, nothing before 9 o'clock 20 Central Standard Time counts. Okay? 100%. And when people say, do they have to be new people? Well, they'd obviously be new people, or if they people who've quit or never came back and you following up with them to see if they want to place another order, you can do that, because reactivating old people who've been here before but quit and getting them back into the fold with some new products and some new training, that is actually a big part of your business too. But ideally, quick, fast, and in a hurry, it would be that. And you got 24 hours, to do it. International folks, 250 BV orders or 100 BV order. Totally up to you. Now, I want you to stretch yourself. Auto delivery does not count. No, man. I want you to stretch yourself because I know how worth it is for you. I know that getting this particular information 4 months early, if you thought this call was, how many people were impacted by this call and thought the information made sense and it was valuable? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that this information tonight was something that, if you really get it down, can really help your business and get you to where you want to be faster. If you think this was good, you have no idea what you're going to get Monday and Tuesday. And after Tuesday, we're going to stay on the Zoom and we are going to make sure as many people have questions and tactics and stuff. We are going to work with you one-on-one there. Other trainers would charge you thousands of dollars to do this. We are not charging you anything. We want you, and half y'all not even in my group. I didn't sponsor you. You get to go get 200 CV orders, and that's going to benefit you, your commissioners, your upline, and your team. I don't even care. You need to win that, because this information is going to be valued to you. And I want to see what people are willing to stretch themselves and build their belief. I don't care if you never got a 100 BV order before, or my international people, 100 BV order or 250 BV orders. You can do it, and the incentive is there for you to do it. I want you to make sure that there's a huge reward for you. Okay, there's a huge reward for you at the end of it. This 2-day workshop is going to be a huge reward for you. I promise you. The information is going to be amazing. Workshop's going to be lit. That's it. All right. So I know we ran a little bit long, but thank you so much. And orders from nothing counts from last week. No, it is only from right now till tomorrow at right now, because that's when the new call will be starting. Yes, go. This is GoDesana, 200 BV orders. Any other questions in the chat? I don't want to keep y'all on. I gotta run. Yeah, 50 BV orders. Yeah, thank you, Coach Marcus. Got it. Yes, that is it. We don't want nobody getting confused. Thank you, Coach Marcus. Got it. He got it nailed. That's that. Sandra said, what was number 5? Know the score. You got to know the math. You got to know the score of your business. Okay. You got to know the score. That's number 5. All right. Thank y'all so much. I will catch y'all tomorrow at 8. Please feel free to message myself via Messenger or Coach Marcus via Messenger, and we will get you that link. We'll have you on a list, and you'll be in the waiting room tomorrow at 9 o'clock on Zoom after our regular leadership call, and we are going to light it up tomorrow. We're going to light it up. It is after Coach Marcus's call tomorrow, so it's going to be starting around 8. Okay? Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Bless y'all. And I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good night. Oh yeah, and share that with your teams too about getting them orders. This training, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Y'all, who had a birthday today? Is it Quintina Stone's birthday? Did I hear that or no? Did I hear that coming in?